Okay? So, knowing how to deal with this strong emotion is important for us to cope and adjust to our new situation. Being mentally healthy, especially through this adversity, will help us to overcome and go through our life. So here are some recommendations based on the guidelines provided by our Psychological Association of the Philippines on how we'll be able to cope with these changes or how they're able to cope with COVID-19 pandemic. Okay? So number one, we focus on the things that we can control. Okay. Paano po ba yun? So there are a lot of things that we cannot control or is out of our control. And we must learn to accept that. Okay? So we must have an awareness that we do not have a control over certain things. And it is very crucial in order for us to accept our situation. So, some of the things that is out of our control is, for example, yung behavior ng ibang tao. We do not have any jurisdiction over the things that they say, the things that they do, the things that they feel, diba? So, if they do not follow the rules and regulation of the ECQ, GCQ, then there's nothing that we can do about that. Okay? Other thing is that we do not have any control over the coronavirus. Okay? We do not control when this pandemic ends or what will happen next. So, a lot of things is out of our control and it leads to some uncertainties in our life. So, what's important is what we must learn to accept the circumstances. Because it will not be able to accept this, then it will only result into an increased level of distress and anxiety. So I guess rather than draining your energy on the things that you cannot control, why not focus your energy on things that you can control? For example, you cannot control over the spread of the virus, but at least you can minimize or reduce your own personal risk in acquiring the virus. So therefore, also helping to reduce the outbreak of it. Yeah? So we can follow the recommendation of the Department of Health and local agencies. Again, ano yun? We wear masks, practice social distancing, frequent hand washing, as much as disinfecting and sanitizing. Okay? Second, so we may limit our exposure to news and social media. Okay? Being informed helps us to become aware of our health and safety precautions. Okay? Uh, Become aware of health and safety precautions that we can do to aid in slowing the virus. However, too much exposure of it is too much exposure on it will is really unhealthy and can only increase our distress and anxiety. That is why it is important that we just allot specific hours or time of the day for news exposure. Aside from that, you can find quality resources. Okay, so in online kasi there are a lot of conflicting news or conflicting information. It will just affect the way you feel about our situation. Okay. Next, be aware of fake news. Okay. So, you are just increasing the level of your anxiety, the level of your stress, and it's not worthy to stress yourself on something that is not real. Sayang naman, nagpapapagod kayo tapos hindi naman pala totoo yung balita ngayon. Nakakadagdag lang sa burden sa inyong buhay, diba? So, be aware of fake news. And lastly, be careful of what you share. Let's take responsibility on checking the credential of the things that we post online. Bakit po? Because it will help us to help us not to spread yung rumors or cause unnecessary panic. Hindi na natin kailangan ng panic lalo na sa sitwasyon na ito. So let's just be more cautious of what we share online. Okay. So one way pa din to cope with our situation is to adopt a new regular routine. Again, diba sabi ko na earlier that routine is our fixed program. It is a system that guides us through every day in our life. So, forming a new routine will help us to cope to these changes. When you have a sense of organization in your life, and have a routine, you know exactly what to expect. Therefore, your fears of the unknown, your fears of uncertainty also lessen. Okay? In addition, having a routine at least gives you an idea of how your day will went through. Okay? Ano yung in-expect mo ngayong araw. And therefore, giving you a sense of purpose. Ito pala yung gagawin ko ngayong araw. And also a sense of order. Okay? In addition, routine gives us a sense of normalcy. So it brings back normality in our life. Forming a new routine is something that forming a new routine creates a new typical. Ano bang typical? Ano ba yung usual ngayon? Okay? Okay. Next is that we maintain good health. Okay? The best way that we can protect ourselves from the virus is, of course, keeping ourselves healthy. Maintaining our good health lessens our probability to be infected by the virus, therefore also lessens our anxiety over acquiring this virus. So, we can eat nutritious food, stay hydrated, especially now na napakainit po ng ating panahon. Diba? We can also get enough sleep. So by getting enough sleep, you are supporting your immune system. You are maximizing your potential for having better days during this crisis. Diba, if you get a good night's sleep, ang tendency, pagising mo kinaumagahan, mas maganda yung pagtingin mo, yung pananaw mo sa buhay. So, sleep helps us to regulate moods and improve brain function, increase energy and productivity during the day. Okay? And lastly, we can do exercise or do some physical activity. So by doing exercise, we boost our immune system, and also there are a lot of benefits. Later on after the talk, later on the discussion, I'll discuss pa the benefits of exercise on our mental health. So exercise improves our mental health and improve overall feelings of well-being. Okay, do things you enjoy. I know we are in a crisis, but it does not mean naman that we cannot have some fun time. So we are staying at home. So why not use this opportunity to pamper yourself with good stuff that you can do at home. So watch movies, go Netflix, so do something that will make you feel good, that will make you feel better. Okay? Give yourself give yourself time. Everything is not about being productive. It is okay to have breaks from all the stress and challenges na kinakaharap natin. Make yourself feel good, especially during this pandemic. Okay, we can also cope with this adversity through through staying connected. Stay connected. Okay. This challenging time is really important that we have social support, emotional support from people we care about. Although virtual na lang, online na lang, makikita natin sila, but seeing our loved ones on videos, hearing their voices, as well as interacting with them, somehow uplift our situation. It also lessens yung feeling of loneliness and boredom. In addition, if you are able to confide with a trusted person, diba? It is somehow therapeutic kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng emotional release na tinatawag. Diba? Minsan kasi ang lungkot-lungkot na natin tapos wala tayong masabihan. Sharing it with someone that you can trust, actually, nare-release yung tension sa katawan ninyo, making you feel more good about yourself. Okay? Next one, practice empathy and compassion. At this time of pandemic, sometimes, somehow, nandun yung feeling of powerless because of the situation. So being able to provide help with other people will help us to regain sense of control over our life, as well as adding meaning and purpose. Kahit ganito yung sitwasyon, at least kahit paano alam ko na may kinahihinat ng pading maganda ang aking buhay. May goal pa din ako sa life to. Okay, we can also practice empathy, and compassion toward other people by doing simple things. Ano-ano yung pwede nating gawin? Una, we can just follow the guidelines for preventing the spread of the virus. By doing so, you are also helping other people not to be infected of the virus. Then also, by doing our part, we are helping our community, di ba, to lessen the risk of the outbreak. And lastly, by doing our part, we are helping our frontliners, especially in the medical field, not to be overburdened with additional cases of COVID-19. Next, reach out to others in need. So we can help them simply by giving them their groceries, di ba? Kung bukal sa loob ninyo, damihan nyo na yung groceries ninyo, then you share some of the needs dun sa inyong kapitbahay, iwan nyo na lang dun sa harapan ng pinto nila para mabawasan din yung pag-spread ng virus, di ba? O yung mabawasan natin yung physical. So, kung hindi naman material things, pwede din naman makakatulong tayo through emotional. We can reach out dun sa mga family members natin o sa mga friends natin by calling them and during this quarantine, diba? Para alam nila na kahit malayo kayo, nandiyan kayo para sumuporta sa kanila. Okay? Next one, we can also practice empathy by avoiding panic buying and hoarding. Okay? All of us need essential things. So hoarding will not help other people to do their part. And kung kayo ay naman ay siguro mga into business, di ba? At meron kayo ng product na ito, so, as much as possible, huwag nyo naman po mahalang kasi we are experiencing a crisis. We are in a pandemic. So, be good to other people. Okay? Next one. We can also practice compassion by being a calming influence. Paano natin gagawin? So, rather than sharing yung mga false news o false rumors, so much better to share factual information as not to create panic. And also, send all positive vibes. Okay? And lastly, be kind to yourself and to others. We are all experiencing this pandemic. It is natural and understandable that those unlikely traits of ours emerge through the stress of this pandemic. In those times, learn to forgive yourself for not being at your best. And also try to understand, try to look into other people's point of view. They too may not be able to be on their best. Also, learn to forgive yourself and learn to forgive other people. Okay, and lastly, reach out to trusted friends or seek out support from mental health counseling services. If you think that you are really having a hard time on coping with this situation, it will be much better if you ask for professional help ng ating mga mental health professional. So, actually, there are some centers na nagbibigay ng free counseling services. And I place here some of the clinics and their contact information. By the way, nakuha ko tong information na to sa Psychological Association of the Philippines Facebook page. So if you have time, you can visit their page and take a look on these centers na nag-offer ng free counseling services. Okay? There. Okay. Now, we'll go through some tips on how we can remain productive while working from home. I know it's really difficult to juggle yung workload ninyo sa office. Ang dami nyong kailangan tapusing deadline. At the same time, you also have to be a parent to your children or simply be a responsible household member, diba? So, maswerte kung meron kayong someone dyan sa bahay na maaasahan, magiging katuwang ninyo para gawin yung mga gawain, diba? And I guess one thing that makes work from home right now more difficult as compared to dun sa usual work from home natin is that all of the family members kasi is staying sa bahay. Meaning, mas maraming possible na maging distraction or disturbances. At the same time, if you're living in a small house and you do not have this personal space, you really find it difficult to focus on your work. Okay, so the challenge now is how are we going to have a work-life balance during work-life balance while working from home. Okay, so here are some tips that you can follow. Okay, so una-una, schedule working hours. Okay? When you form a work schedule kasi you are somehow giving structure on how you're going to deal with the tasks you have for the day. So, your work schedule naman does not necessarily mean Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 5, diba? Hindi ka naman nasa office. Remember, nasa bahay ka. So, it gives you some flexibility. Okay? At the same time, dahil nga nasa bahay ka, hindi lang ang focus mo is yung trabaho, but you also have to do with the household chores na meron. Okay? So, better if you will have this schedule time, better if you will schedule your time for work and also allot specific time for in doing yung household chores natin. And if possible, mas makakatulong din sa inyo if you designate yung household chores ninyo sa ibang other members ng family. So, mabawasan naman yung burden burden and stress na nagaganasan nyo. Okay, so by doing so, it helps you to manage your time, doing your workload and non-work related things to do. Okay, next, discuss your work schedule with others. Discussing your work schedule with people around the house will make you manage smoothly your work-life balance. This way, people in your house will know that you are working at a certain time and as much as possible needed to be disturbed. Okay? So kung alam ng family members mo, ay ganitong oras si mami at daddy pala nasa work, at least hindi ko sila guguluhin. Makakatulong din if you will establish some house rules to minimize the noise or that causes distraction. Okay? Then, especially kung nasa virtual meeting or video conferencing. So, ahead of time, sabihan nyo yung anak ninyo o yung family members ninyo na ganitong araw, ganitong oras may meeting si mommy, daddy, as much as possible. Sana minimize natin yung ingay o di kaya hayaan nyo muna si mommy na mag-work. Okay? So, you may also try to synchronize yung work schedule ninyo with the other members of the house, with the other people in the family, di ba? So, ganito. For example, may alam ninyong magtatrabaho kayo, ganitong oras yung schedule ninyo. You can give your kids, your children, a work assignments din. Para habang nagtatrabaho kayo, yung mga anak ninyo nagtatrabaho din. And that way, both of you is working on their own task. So, mas makakapag-focus kayo dun sa ayun yung trabaho. Okay? Mas magiging lessen yung disturbances. Okay, establish a dedicated working space. Ito medyo mahirap talaga to. Working space. Okay? Designate a place to work that is free from distraction as much as possible. So, it is difficult to do since all of the family members nga nagstay sa bahay. Then, much more difficult if you do not have your own personal space. On that scenario, what you can do is to transform yung isang place sa bahay ninyo, gawin ninyo siyang gawin niyo siyang inyong working space. Okay? So, do what you can to make this feel like your workspace. Make sure that your family members know that you will use this space during your work schedule so they will stay away from it during your working hours. So, mahalaga yung communication between the family members. Sabihan nyo lang na, sa sala, magtatrabaho si mami mamaya ang alas 3 hanggang alas 5. As much as possible, sana wala mo na mag-stay dito, pwede kaya pakibawasan yung ingay. Para po makapag-focus si mami, si daddy sa trabaho. So, really, communication is a key. Para kahit paano, maging mas focus tayo dun sa trabaho. Okay, create morning routine. Okay, morning routine is our head start. Okay, this help us to be ready mentally on the task you have on the day. So morning routine is simply having coffee on a specific time of the day every day. So during this morning routine, during this time, you can also practice mindfulness. Okay? Ano po ba yung mindfulness? Mindfulness is simply putting your tawag dito, simply being aware of the present in a very non-judgmental and accepting manner. We are simply purposely paying our attention na present moment. Paano nyo po gagawin to? For example, while sipping your coffee in the morning, diba? You can listen to some relaxing and quiet song. You try to close your eyes, you relax, and you practice deep breathing. Breathe calmly. Okay? Then while you're doing this, you can try to be aware of the moment. Try to observe your thoughts. Okay? You simply observe your thoughts. You do not judge your thoughts. You do not resist it. But you're simply putting your thoughts into an awareness. And that is already a practice of mindfulness. Okay? Ano ba yung nagiging benefits sa atin? Bakit ba natin kailangan yung mindfulness na yan? Okay? With the practice of mindfulness kasi, we are able to manage our emotions. Okay? And if we are able to manage our emotions well, it will lead to stress and anxiety reduction. Okay? Thus, making us more focused and productive in tasks. Okay? Other mindfulness exercise that you can do is yung 5 senses exercise. So, sa 5 senses exercise, ito lang. So, notice 5 things. Again, notice 5 things that you can see that you do not normally observe. Okay? Either ito yung pattern ng cortina ninyo, either ito yung structure ng pintuan ninyo. You just notice them. 5 things that you notice. Okay? Next one. 4 things naman, 4 na bagay that you feel. So, try to feel the texture of the clothes you wear. Try to feel how the air touches your skin. Okay? Then, 3 things you can hear. So, i-notice nyo siguro yung sounds na kine-create ng electric fan o kaya yung sounds ng ng refrigerator ninyo. Okay? Notice 2 things you smell and notice 1 thing that you can taste. Again, the main point of having this mindfulness exercise is to put your awareness into a present. Okay, so by doing this, kahit paano, nakakatulong ito para ma-manage ninyo yung emotions ninyo. And if you're able again to manage your emotion, then you can deal with the stresses or anxiety na kinakaharap ninyo. Okay, i-wrap up ko lang itong 5 senses ha. Again, 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can feel, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Okay? Other than that, other mindfulness exercises pa is yung doing yoga o di kaya meditated breathing. Okay? So, there are actually some apps na, like yung Calm app. So, isang phone-based app na nakakatulong para makapag-practice kayo ng mindfulness. Okay? Okay? Then, you can also plan your day. Okay? Planning your day ahead of time helps you to be on track on necessary and immediate things you have to accomplish. So, list all the things that you need to accomplish on the day. Make sure that you have an outline of it so that it will help you to manage your time effectively. In addition, you can follow yung SMART goals. Ano po ba yung SMART goals? So when you're setting goals or tasks that you want to accomplish, make sure you follow this format. So SMART goal stands for SMART, measurable, attainable, relevance, and time bound. Paano po yun? So una, specific. When you plan your task, make sure that you specify it well. Okay? For example, instead of writing on your to-do list na finish all work deadlines. So instead na gano'n lang isusulat ninyo, specify what are the deadlines na kailangan kong i-accomplish for the day. Next, letter M, measurable. Okay, make sure that you have a way to evaluate your task that you are trying to accomplish. So it is important for you to assess how well you are doing your task. Mas madali para mas ma-measure ninyo kung yung progress na inyong trabaho, mag-set kayo ng mga sub-goals. Okay? So you can set sub-goals so that it will be easier for you to track your development on the task that you are trying to accomplish. Next one, attainable. Okay, make sure that to be realistic towards your goal. Make sure that the goals you set can really be done. Sometimes we have this mentality kasi na ang taas-taas ng nilalagay nating pressure, ang taas-taas ng goals na gusto nating gawin. Okay? And sometimes it is too impossible na para gawin natin yung goals na yun. And in that scenario, it just makes us less motivated to work hard. Okay? Pagka sobrang taas, tapos hindi mo nakukuha, ano ba yan, kahit anong gawin ko, hindi ko nagagawa yung tama yung trabaho ko. I-assess ninyo, baka naman kasi, kaya hindi nyo makuha, kasi very impossible yung gusto nyo ma-achieve, diba? It is unattainable na. Okay? And pagka kasi hindi natin nagagawa yun, it just, nagkakaroon tayo ng feeling na, na nagiging less motivated tayo para gawin yung iba pa nating goals. Next one, relevant. Okay? Make sure the things that you are, the task that you set is important to you. So it's more likely to finish a task if you see the importance of the task that you are delivering. And lastly, time-bound. Okay? Set deadlines when you are planning to accomplish the task. Okay? So doing the following guideline will make you more able to manage your time well. Okay? Again, SMART goal ha, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, next one, take regular breaks. Alam ko nasa bahay tayo at dito, we're working from home. So parang napakadali lang mag-take breaks, 'di ba? Pero dito, believe it or not, though we are working from home, it is also important to regularly take break so that we will not be overwhelmed with the workload, diba? A lot of time in which you are going to use this break during your working hours. Etong break time na din na to, hindi lang naman ito yung quiet time natin away from work, but as well as a relaxing time away na din dun sa mga gawaing bahay natin. So during this time, you can eat nutritious food, stay hydrated, relax, and do some breathing exercises. So do some breathing exercises, it really help you to lessen the stress and to release the tension in your body natin. So what you can do is you can practice yung tinatawag nating progressive muscle relaxation. So the goal of the exercise, again, progressive muscle relaxation. So the goal of this exercise is to help you focus on your body at a particular muscle that you would like to work on. Okay? So remember that if your mind starts to wander during this exercise, bring back your focus on the specific body parts. Paano po natin gagawin yun? Una, okay, so you find a comfortable position. Okay? And find a location where you will not be interrupted. Then, second step, take a deep breathing. Okay? Breathe on your abdomen, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. Again, slowly inhale through your nose, hold it for about 7 seconds, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Okay, so you may want to repeat it 5 times. Okay. Then, as you go through each step, remember to keep breathing normal. Paano natin gagawin yun? As you inhale and exhale, you focus on a specific muscle on your body. For example, you can focus on the muscles on your forehead. So as you slowly inhale, you tighten the muscle on your forehead, raising your eyebrows higher, and you just hold your breath and then release the, as you exhale, you release the tension. So, siguro, mas maganda to kung may video. Pakita ko lang. Wait lang. Okay, stop share ko lang muna ha. Okay, nakikita nyo ba ako? So, paano natin gagawin tong progressive muscle relaxation? Okay, so make yourself comfortable. Make sure that there will be no distraction. Okay, so you inhale through your abdomen. Hold it for about 7 seconds and then slowly exhale. Okay? Do it for 5 times. So, una yung gawin, focus on a specific muscle on your body. So, for example, yung forehead ninyo. Okay? So, focus now your attention on the muscle on your forehead. Okay? Then, as you inhale, you try to tawag dito, kusutin ninyo yung muscle sa inyong forehead and then tighten it. Okay? Okay, then as you hold it for 7 seconds and then exhale slowly. Okay? You can do it on your other body parts. For example na lang, sa palm. Okay? So make sure naka your hands, your palms facing upward. Facing upward. Okay? So as you inhale, ika-clench nyo siya. Yung fist ninyo, slowly, ika-clench nyo siyang ganito. Then hold it. Hihigpitan nyo yung pagkaganito ng kamay ninyo. And then you exhale slowly. Okay? Dahan-dahan ninyong bubuksan yung inyong palm. Okay? Again, do it for 5 times. Other body parts din, no? Pwede nyo siyang gawin sa paa. Okay? Remember to focus the attention on your body parts as you inhale, as you practice deep breathing. Okay? Balik lang tayo sa aking presentation. Okay. Okay. So, kasi pag ginagawa natin itong progressive muscle relaxation na to, kahit pa paano, we release the tension that is already building up in our body. So, yung pag-inhale, pag-exhale, breathing calming ninyo, kahit pa paano nawawala o nababawasan yung tension na nararamdaman ng inyong katawan. Okay? Next one, prioritize social interaction. Okay, we are being bombarded with a high level of stress from tons of work, deadlines na kailangang matapos, reports na kailangang isubmit, from being a parent, a sister, a brother in our family during these types of crises. That is why it is important that we get in touch with other people to lessen yung burden na nararamdaman natin. Being connected to them help us to realize that we are not fighting this battle alone, and that we have people around us to whom we can turn to for emotional support. Okay, next one. Remember to exercise. Exercise helps us to boost our immune system. Again, it improves our mental health and overall feelings of well-being. So when we exercise, there are brain chemicals na nare-release sa ating katawan. So when we exercise, chemical called endorphin, a type of neurotransmitter or a chemical messenger helps us to relieve pain and stress. So it helps the body, it helps us to relax the muscle and relieve tension in our body. Aside from that, meron din tayo, nakakapag-stimulate din ito ng release of other brain chemicals like dopamine or phenytoin or serotonin. So this naman enhances our mood. So dopamine and serotonin is actually yung happy hormones sa tinatawag. So pagka nag-exercise tayo, yung body natin nagre-release yan ng happy hormones. Thus, enhances yung mood natin. Okay? Exercise also helps to sharpen our memory and thinking, enhances self-esteem, help us to have a better sleep, more energy, and resiliency. Okay? So there are a lot of things that we benefit from doing some exercises and physical activity. So siguro habang nag-work kayo sa bahay, mas maganda ding mag-practice tayo ng siguro about 10 to 15 minutes of exercise. Healthy na yan para sa ating katawan at healthy na din yan para sa ating mentalidad. Okay, mark the end of your working day. Okay, making the end of the day helps you to move being to work mode to a relax mode. So by doing so, you are making a statement that office time is finally over, is finally done, and anything that was not accomplished on that day will be carried out on the next working hours. So the remaining hours is for your family and for your me time. Eh, oras nyo na yan para sa inyong sarili. So, as much as possible, pagka natapos na yung sinet ninyong working schedule, avoid checking yung mga work-related emails sa inyo. Eh, kasi tapos na yung trabaho. Bigyan nyo naman ng oras yung sarili ninyo. And lastly, don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? So don't expect the same amount of productivity you have. Remember that we are in a global health crisis. We are all trying the best that we can to provide quality work despite of being distracted with the COVID-19 pandemic. We are all needing to cope with these changes in our life now. So, much better if you will going to reduce yung expectation or yung goals na sineset ninyo sa sarili ninyo. Remember that it is important for us to be good to ourselves physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay? With that, we will all get through this crisis by surviving it and living a full life with what we have. Okay? So, one thing that we can do is to practice din yung gratitude. Okay? So, siguro maganda ko if you're going to keep a gratitude journal. Ano ba yung gratitude journal na yan? So, gratitude meaning being thankful, diba? So, every day, write 5 things that you are thankful for. Okay? It will, will be more effective. I think it is also a great time to remind all of us that having something to be grateful for, despite of this pandemic, will help us to see that even though we are in this situation, there are still a lot of things to be thankful for. And it will help us to realize that we still can live our life to the fullest. In addition, let us be reminded that majority of the people being infected with the COVID-19 virus recovers. Marami po ang gumagaling. Okay? Tandaan po natin yun. At the same time, the health experts as well as scientists din naman, they are working really hard to come up with a vaccine. And lastly, there are help coming from the government and non-government and also private sectors. Remember that we are not alone in this battle. Together, we can keep each other physically and mentally healthy. Okay, so that ends my presentation. Thank you very much. I hope that I was able to impart some knowledge to you guys. Sana po ay nag-enjoy kayo at kahit paano po nagkaroon ng karagdagang kaalaman kung paano natin pangangalagaan yung ating pag-iisip, yung ating mental health, lalo na sa ganitong crisis. Okay, thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Laura Jem Wilson.
Ikaw naman, kagad daw.
Thank you po.
Ikaw naman sa ano.
Wala po pang questions sa atin. If ever you would have questions, you can put it on the Zoom group chat. Thank you for sharing stretch bits. Yung po ang nag-share nung sa app that will remind you about
ngayon every 2 hours
exercise.
mahindar ng stretching.
And also, let us not forget to pray. Prayer is always a form of mindfulness, and prayer is also a form of meditation. Plus, we are elevating our good wishes into for spiritual, their spiritual lives. Okay, maraming salamat, Miss Laura Jem Wilson, at
Wednesday?
And thank you din po.
aking inspirational message, Kong Aina or Chair. Meron po ba kayong mga nais sabihin po?
Si Chair yata nakamute pa. Thank you very much, Lord Jem. And thank you to all 56 participants natin. Ina. Oo, tapos marami pa tayong mga nakapanood sa atin on FB Live.
Ay,
Thank you very much for the very
Viber, I sent you a screenshot.
discussion.
Hina pa yun eh. Kasi
19 and how we are
namatay daw dito sa
nagsasalita. Okay. And how we should be able to take care of ourselves. Lalo na ang ating, I think, Ms. Lorjam, tinatawag pa ba nating mental health ito or behavioral health na ngayon? Parang kasi pag mental health, parang merong, ano ba? Kakaibang connotation.
Hindi naman po. Pangangalaga pa din sa ating kaisipan ang mahalaga, lalo na ngayon sa banta ng COVID-19. So there are also some changes din po pagdating talaga sa behavior to, of course, to cope up with the changes na nangyayari sa ating buhay.
Meron lang akong tanong bago tayo tuluyang magpaalam or bago si Chair pa magsalita. Yung mga common ba na mga manifestation ng anxiety would be, kasi minsan hindi ko naman di-distinguish kung nagme-menopause lang talaga ako or COVID-19 ito o dahil naka-lockdown kami. One would be difficulty in sleeping or dahil parang nabago kasi yung oras ng pagtulog, yung oras ng paggising. Tapos yung mga nakasanayan na dati hindi naman ako umaabot na manonood ng Netflix ng hanggang alas 2 ng madaling araw. So one, difficulty in sleeping. Tapos meron pang yung parang hindi ka makahinga. Para kang siguro yung dahil matagal ka sa, oo yan. Ganon. So hindi naman pala ako nasisiraan ng bait o ano pag sinabi ko parang hinihika ba ako? Hindi ko alam kung hika ba yun o hindi, ang ano ko lang is gusto kong i-share kasi kung meron man sa inyo na nakakaramdam rin ng ganon, o ayan, sinishare ko, ako ganyan ako. Minsan parang akong kapos sa hininga, so hindi ko alam COVID ba ito? Parang nakakatawa lalamunan ko. And then also, yung kanina kasi di ba nagsasabi ka na, wag tayong masyadong maniwala o di kaya i-limit natin yung mga binabasa natin kasi mas madalas sa hindi, nakakakos ng anxiety. For example, yung pag binabasa kung ano ba ang mga symptoms ng COVID-19. Basa ako, no? Maya-maya, parang nanunuyo na lalamunan ko. Tapos, parang masakit yata ulo ko. So, sometimes, the mind can play kasi a very important role sa kalusugan natin, di ba? So, kahit na hindi COVID, minsan, meron ka lang pinsan o kamag-anak na nagkasakit ng ganito. Before you know it, pati ikaw, may pneumonia na. So, the power of suggestion is very, very influential. So, kailangan ingat tayo. So, okay lang yun. Basta ako ngayon, ang sharing ko, yan, hirap matulog. Tapos, gumigising sa 10 oras ng gabi. Yung parang wala ka, parang nalipungatan. No? Parang magigising ka, tapos wala na, makala mo umaga na, ang dilim pa. So, yan, mahirap kang matulog, nagigising ka sa 10 oras, tsaka yun nga, para kang, minsan hindi ka makahinga or kapos ka sa hininga. Ganon. So, yun naman ang sharing ko. So, para sa inyo na nakakaramdam ng ganyan, huwag po kayong mag-alala. babalik din sa normal lahat yan. Kailangan lang tayong ano. Yes, Doc.
Kasi po, it is a normal reaction of our body dahil nga dun sa stress na nararanasan natin. So, normal reaction lang po na sometimes, especially during this pandemic talaga, na magkaroon tayo kahit pa paano a sense of worry or anxiety nga. Okay? So, not all anxiety naman is parang unhealthy sa atin. Kasi yung being anxious, actually, it gives us a precaution. Ay, ito na pala yung nararamdaman ko. Kasi
So, normal
ganito
yun.
nakatindi yung sitwasyon. Okay? Pero, if talagang very intense na po, much better na din siya, of course, na magpa-check sa mental health professionals. So, yung mga symptoms po na nabanggit ninyo, di ba? That is part na nagbago din kasi yung routine natin. Kaya, talagang minsan nahirap na tayong matulog, hirap na tayong, parang nawala kasi yung organization nga doon sa life natin. So, lahat nagbago. Okay? Minsan hirap ding huminga. Diba? Kasi, minsan talaga nakakahapo. Yung pagka, alam mo, stressful yung situation, minsan mahapo ka na lang talaga eh. In that cases or in that scenarios, practice deep breathing. Tapos, as much as possible, notice yung go back into your senses. Paano po yung go back to your senses? Kung sa tingin mo, grabe na to, ang taas-taas na anxiety ko. 5 things na nakikita ninyo. Okay? Yung, alam niyo po yung 5 sentences kanina? Okay, so parang ganun din. You notice 5 things, you name 5 things na nakikita ninyo. Name 5 things na naririnig ninyo, nakikita ninyo, naaamoy ninyo. In that way, kasi parang it makes you feel intact pa din sa reality.
Yan. Meron bang pwedeng gawin, Doc, para para kang hindi ka meron bang hindi naman sa iinumin na gamot, 'di ba? Pero like dapat ba akong uminom ng mas maraming tubig? Dapat ba malamig o mainit ang tubig na inumin ko?
Okay po.
Anong
So,
pwede?
anong pwede ka? Una po, wag mo po akong tawaging doktor, hindi pa po ako PhD, na pressure mag-PhD, joke lang po.
Pero, tawagan kitang Doc ngayon, sa ayaw at sa gusto mo. May bagong tulukan.
Siguro, ang pinaka-best talaga na dapat natin gawin ngayon is yung pangalagaan natin yung katawan natin. So just stay healthy by eating nutritious food and staying hydrated, get enough sleep, and also have a form of physical activity. Ayan po.
Medyo mahirap yung physical activity ngayon, pero ngayon na nasa modified ECQ, pwede na daw lumabas, maglakad, mag-walking, mag-biking, basta following the protocols. Yan. Thank you. Sige, ayaw mo ng Doc. Lord
Thank you din po, ma'am. Lord na lang po. Thank you po, ma'am.
Yan, si Chair.
Hello?
Hello po, Ma'am Chair.
Doc na rin ako.
Mag-PhD na po ako.
Inumpisahan ni Com Aina, di ako na rin. Thank you very much for this very enlightening sharing. I won't even call it lecture. Talagang sharing. And one thing I noticed all throughout, very doable yung mga sinasabi mo. And, it is helping us sort out things. Nga, yung fear natin is yung anxiety is really caused by COVID. Lahat na lang COVID. Sumunod ng konti yung aking tenga, COVID. Things like that. So, very enlightening. Your sharing is really very enlightening. That's why you deserve to be called Doc. Now, I just want to manage some expectations because there is now a new issuance from the Civil Service Commission. Ito yung mga medyo reality check naman sa mga nasa government, wherein there are certain impositions as to the working, in quotes, hours that we should maintain while at home. But I think this falls under the routine that Doc Wilson said, that we must come up with a routine. Hindi pwedeng anytime we want to work, anytime we don't, or feel. But it's got to be a routine, just like when we were going to the office. Every 7 o'clock alis tayo ng bahay or 6 o'clock alis ng bahay. So, the Civil Service Commission has some guidelines and certain impositions that during this time, let's say 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you must be ready for on-call. In a way, this will help us establish that new routine, which actually, now I realize, will help us cope up with the adjustment. So, really thank you for this, and I hope this will not be your last to accept the invitation of ERC. Attorney Joanne, ha?
Yes, ma'am. Si ate, ako po si ate. Kaya, ikaw.
Ate Grace.
Ate.
Ako.
Yes po, Ate Grace.
Ako, sa bahay po, Grace ako eh. Kaya, Ate Grace po ako niyan.
Oh, ang ganda, ang ganda. You know, it's very nice sharing. You know, the reason why I also followed up on others to register, para makita na, kasi ang dami na nang sumama, but there are more people that I think we should reach out to. Kasi we're just about 1/8 of the entire population of ERC. Pero ako talagang takot din ako kay Ate Grace. Minsan lang ako na absent.
Wala pa akong absent.
So, really thank you. Really thank you. Maganda talaga. Okay, thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Larjen.
Thank you po, Kong Aina. Thank you po, Chair. And also to follow through with an effort to reach out to more of our, we can say, constituents in ERC, and so sa mga matutulungan na rin po nitong naging talk natin, our host, ERC host, Attorney J, has recorded this presentation, and we're planning to post this in our Facebook page for those who missed this session.
Oh, that's nice. Maganda.
Okay.
Share rin lang natin kung ano yung mga experiences ng iba pa nating kasama dito. Like, si Ate Ams, nakaka-relate daw siya kasi napapraning din kapag makati na ang lalamunan, kaya ng dilaw tea. Eh, mas malala si Miss Tessa. Nakakalimutan niya kung anong petsa na ngayon, so kung anong araw na. Eto, si Miss Beth, nung first time daw niyang lumabas at sumakay ng kotse, nalula siya at nahilo yata. So, ayan, sharing ng kakaiba, mga iba nating mga kasama. Si Miss Evelyn naman, ang sabi niya, nakaka-frustrate daw pag hindi niya na-meet yung deadline ng work. Pero naman kasi, may mga household chores na hindi mo talaga maiwasan. Kasi di ba, pag nakita mo, di ba may ganyan yung, buti sana kung talaga pumapasok ka sa office kasi iiwanan mo na lang yan wala kang choice. Pero pag nandiyan ka sa bahay, tapos parang pag ganyan mo, pag lingon mo ng ganyan, sige na nga, ayusin ko na nga ito. And then before you know it, tapos na yung may nakaisang oras ka, hindi mo naman naayos yung dapat mong ayusin. So, I think those are really normal, yung lalo na sa mga ilaw ng tahanan, na ngayon mas marami tayong oras talaga sa bahay at nakikita natin kung ano yung mga dapat nating ayusin, o di kaya itapon, o di kaya kung ano-ano lang. Victim number 1 ako niyan. Ang gulo ng kwarto ko, ay hindi na ako natutulog sa kwarto ko, sa sala na ako natutulog. Kaya, yun. And also yung shinare ni Ms. Lorjam kanina na yung magkaroon tayo ng work, yung parang home office, ang hirap.
Yes.
Kasi, saan ko ilalagay? Hindi naman, ako, I live in a condo. Wala naman akong space para yung maglagay talaga ng lamesa, yung gano'n. So, meron akong corner na nagsimula siya, ang ganda. Kasi computer lang ang nakalagay, gano'n. So ngayon, na-stress na si Eleanor at saka si Ava, yung anak ko, kasi ang dami na nakalagay. May prayer book, may rosary, may tubig, may vitamins, may 3 gadget, tapos lahat ng mga charger nandun. So actually ngayon, wala ako sa workstation ko. Nandito ako sa dining room. So habang kumakain sila kanina, nandito ako. So it really changes a lot of things. But mabuti na lang napaka-resilient natin at marunong talaga tayong makibagay sa mga kaganapan sa buhay. So, yun.
Yeah. Maraming salamat po sa lahat po nating mga participants. Actually, this web session couldn't have been possible without also the input of ERC employees, especially po yung mga working moms. Sila po yung may mga unang hinaing na pinakinggan natin, kaya rin po tayo naglabas nito. Real struggles of juggling this new setup. And yun, there will always be hope among, despite all of these things that are happening with us. Yan naman po yung panghawakan natin. So as we go forward, day after day, until we reach the next week, until we reach the end of the year, kahit po hanggang maging BBQ pa po ang ating mga ECQ, MECQ, at GCQ, sama-sama pa rin po tayo at 1ERC. So, hanggang sa susunod po na Wednesday webinar mula po sa ERC GAD, sana po ito na rin isa sa mga good routine na i-adapt natin sa ating mga sarili. Makakasama namin kayo sa inyong coffee break to give yourself a little bit of time for yourselves and for your rest. So, yun lamang po. At magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Sana po nakapagsulat kayo ng attendance dito sa Zoom group chat. And we hope po next time po. Thank you po, Ma'am Aina. Chair Agnes po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ay po sa ilan. Yung maod po, nandito pa